Hi guys! So my collaboration from Pour to Peacock with Sandra Lett was totally awesome. We did a premiere and there was people there watching as we premiere the video. I've never done one of those before. The original is still available if you're interested, if you can picture this beautiful piece in your home or office. And if the original painting is not something in your budget, I want to let you know that I am doing a print of this. So I'm making the peacock prints on sale for a short time only. And this beautiful print can be yours. $65 includes the cost of shipping. It's beautiful, 17 by 17 print. And it's on this metallic luster paper. So if you're interested, go to my shop and check it out, heathermaderart.com. Thank you so much to my supporters and my patrons. They have found for the new year, there's a few new ways to support my channel. And if you want to be a supporter of this channel, go to my description box where you will see all the new ways you can support Heather Mader Art this year. There's some links and wish lists and a bunch of other things, and I appreciate all that you do. Today this is a 12 by 12 black canvas from Arteza. The one thing I did want to show you about the paints that I mixed up, this is the Primary Elements BlingIt line, and it's the gold sparkle. So I made, I took the Artist Loft white Floetrol and this gold dust. And that's really what it was like. And I just put like 3 or 4 little scoops like you see in this 16-ounce bottle, and it turned out so pretty. So that's the first layer that goes down in my cup, is some of this white sparkle that I had made. And then that's satin enamel white. That's the satin enamel. And then I took, these are all leftover colors, by the way, which is why I'm going through it with you like this. That's a little bit of Van Dyke brown, and then a little bit of burnt sienna. You see, I'm just using the leftovers from another painting, so I'm just trying to make sure I use up everything in my cup. And then that is quinacridone orange by Golden. And that right there was a naphthenol red. I think that's how you say it. Sorry, you feel free to correct me in the comments if I didn't say it right. 24 karat gold by Golden, and that's just a beautiful, fun gold color. That's that gold sparkle, a little bit more of that gold sparkle, that iridescent sparkle, and then Hansa yellow light. Hansa yellow light. And then a little bit more satin enamel, just a dollop. And then I believe I finished this with, yep, this is the bronze. I'm really loving that Golden's bronze right now, and that's the Golden Fluids. And then I just poured a little bit of the satin enamel. That's mixed 50-50 with Artist Loft white. And it looks like I put a little bit of Titan Buff as well over the top of that bronze, just so you can really know what was in that cup. I must have done it off camera right before the pour, thinking I needed a little bit more paint, which I do. And then that is that beautiful gold dust color. That's actually the first one is the satin enamel and the second one is the gold. Now here's a great way to add a little bit more of the color that didn't come through enough. I just wanted to add some of those little bright pops in there. Why not? You can just put it on your popsicle stick and add it to the pour before you tilt it, and those colors are going to be in there. See how that brightened that up just a little bit? This was one of those times when I made a beautiful painting right before this. I'll show you it this weekend, you guys. I'm really excited actually to show you. It's a tree, and it's unlike any other painting I've ever done. Now that you're seeing, that is the gold sparkle. I did put it in that squeeze bottle, but this was a separate cup that I had made of it. And in that particular separate cup, I did not use white at all. I just used the primary elements and the Floetrol. So I didn't even use white paint at all. So I was really shocked the way it came out. It has a transparency to it. At first I thought it was going to show the black canvas through. You see it just looks white. It really doesn't look gold, but you'll be totally shocked when you see the way this dries. All of that turns brilliantly, sparkly, unbelievably gold. And I was totally amazed when I saw it. So, yeah. But anyway, I made this beautiful tree painting, and then this is the leftover colors from that. And I was just playing around. It's nice just to play around sometimes with no expectations. So this is my isolated reverse plastic wrap dip technique. And I've used this on quite a few paintings, and I'm just loving the way it turns out. Especially if there's metallics in the painting, it seems to make beautiful little cells. So in this case, not very many cells developed, and I decided to bring in some of the other colors into the painting, into that center part. So I kind of wanted to draw some of the other colors in, and that's what I did. That's the quinacridone orange and some of the red color that I decided to put in there. And then to kind of just make it blend, I decided to use my airbrush. Now, one of the things I notice, you'll get different effects depending on how thick the paint is on your canvas. So with the reverse dip, it seems like there's a certain consistency. Well, I won't even say consistency of the paint. I would say there's a certain thickness that it works better on. You get more effects if there's a little bit more paint on the canvas. In this case, that's why there was just so much white, and it didn't really do very much because the layer was so thin of paint on the canvas that I wasn't really getting chance for cells. So I went back and added some highlights too. That's the Satin Enamel white in there. Now keep in mind, I'm just playing around because like I said, I had just made a pretty painting before this, and I just wasn't done. I tend to if I make a really good one, I'll stop because I feel like my luck, all of my creative energy kind of ran out on the first one. But for some reason today, I just thought, oh, man, I haven't gotten to paint very much, and I just feel like making another little pretty one. So, and even if I scraped it off, I was totally fine with it. So this was literally, I was listening to podcasts and just having fun. I've been listening to podcasts on near-death experiences lately. It's been really fascinating. Listening to people tell their stories of crossing over. Look at that, you guys. So, and that's the thing, it's the second one, it's the addition of all the extra paint that I put on there. and then the second plastic wrap dip that made those effects. So I'm glad I didn't just stop at the first one, because I wasn't happy with it. And then I decided I really would like some more of the red that went away when I did that second dip. So this is my way of adding a little bit more of, I would say, a shape, to create more of a shape, much like I did in the Japanese wave painting. If you like that painting at all, you should check that one out if you haven't checked it out already. A lot of you have been asking me about my airbrush. I finally put up a little Amazon store. In my description box, you'll see a link. I link to the airbrush that I recommend. It's pretty much just like the one that I have. It's not too expensive and it's not too cheap. And it has the ability to control the air pressure, which is the one thing I really like about mine. So I wanted to give you guys an opportunity. I do get a small little kickback, although no one has bought anything from my store yet, so I have no idea what that actually looks like. But I did get a little gift from Rachel. Thank you so much for sending me something from my Amazon wish list. That was really a surprise. It's the first thing I've ever received from my Amazon wish list, and all the things on my wish list are just things that'll help make my painting studio, my painting life easier, more fun, and things I'd like to try. There's actually a couple books on there that have been recommended to me that I'm really interested in reading at some point. So anyway, this painting, I'm going to show it to you. Look at the gold, how that turned out. Now this is kind of like semi-dry. It's not totally dry in spots, but it's not totally wet either. I was so tired that I didn't take this video until the following morning. But look at that gold, you guys. That gold dust just dried really super bright and shimmery, and I was totally shocked because you saw it. It looked almost white. So I love all of the beautiful, I love the black, some of the black canvas coming through on the bottom right there in the center. It creates a lot of depth. This painting just turned out really pretty. See, it changes color as you shift it. I was having trouble taking a photograph of it actually, so I decided I just took this video. But like that's in bright sunlight. Isn't it pretty? That one is going to be stunning in varnish. I can't wait to varnish it when it's ready. This one is available too. If you are interested, you can always, this or any painting, you can always get a hold of me. So thanks so much, guys. Till the next time. Don't forget to subscribe and hit all notifications so I can make more art videos just for you.